Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here by Atakline for this Wednesday, February 24th, 2016. Alright. I had to make an attack line in a couple days because I've been busy doing gigs. Celebrated my brother's birthday yesterday by doing it again. All that great stuff. And going to my night wall this past Monday. That's why there was an attack line on Monday. So, since I ran one in a couple days, let's keep posting the things I have done since the last attack line, which were my gigs. Kicking us off, had a lot of gigs last couple days. I had a gig on Friday, which was a daddy-daughter dance at Elma Middle School. It was my first gig there, but I did a daddy-daughter dance last year there, which was awesome. I think it was not as packed as it was last year, but it was still a fun gig this past Friday there. The kids loved it. I had to play Whippin' Nay Nay 3 times. It was that popular. Although that's not the most I played it in a gig. I think I played Whippin' Nay Nay 5 times at Indian Hills last year for the effect like it. So it was great. Great day at Doll Dance on Friday. Fun night. Terrific. Always love a lot of cool slow dances. I always play Butterfly Kisses and Thinking Out Loud and also Let It Go for the slow songs for the dads and daughters. I always play Let It Go first because it's at least a slow song the girls can like and sing along to. The Butterfly Kisses is so heartfelt for the dads. Kind of a song from the dads to the daughters. And after that, I had a biker club show on Saturday night. This past Saturday, the 20th. Detroit Hells are home. This is my second time DJing in Winter Bash. This time it wasn't at the clubhouse. It was at a reception hall, Pinkett Hall, at a place called East Point Manor. Which, it was weird seeing a biker club event being held at a place like that, you know.
Call from.
I want to see who it is.
161.
Oh, it's just a town marketer.
3 4 5 8 9 2 0.
Town marketers call here a lot, so some of that. So biker club it was interesting to have a biker. You can take the biker out of the club, but you can take the biker off the van. The biker still dressed like a biker, even though it was in a different location as Bash was, instead of being at the clubhouse. But it was a fun show. The ladies like to dance a lot. But my issue was the bikers do not like black music, specifically rap music. They have another term for it, but it's derogatory. Because the bikers, you know, they like the classic rock and country, but they do like the ladies dancing. Mostly the white music, mostly country. Worked for the ladies, and some disco worked. White disco, like Wild Cherry and Casey and the Sunshine Band. We even asked if we could play Michael Jackson, and that didn't fly with them. Because I think I played Michael Jackson one time and didn't like it. So, a lot of rock and country dominated the night. From Guns N' Roses to Hank Jr., Really Guess We Stuck some Luke Bryan and Big and Rich, and some Buck Cherry and some dancey stuff for the ladies. So Saturday was a fun way to end the weekend. This past weekend, I had a gig yesterday. The second to last boys game of the year for the Romeo High School boys basketball team after a rough season. It took on Eisenhower. It's always my favorite game of the year. The Eisenhower game. It's a rivalry game. It's the most packed. It's standing room only. Usually. Not this year, though. Because the boys had a tough record. What was it? 4-13 going in. One of the worst seasons ever. Because they didn't have time to get a proper team together. Because football went so long. Because, of course, the Romeo football team went on to win the state championship. So it was a blessing and a curse. Because football players who did basketball weren't ready to do basketball yet. So it's been a rough season for them. The basketball. And the I game was packed, but not as packed as usual. You know, it's a little bit below usual. And like usual, Ike wins. It was a tough game, Gal. You know, it was a tough game. You know, we had a lead at some point in the game, but I got the victory. In both JV and varsity, I think there was only one time the boys did beat Ike one time. Varsity. One time. Forgot how long it was. So hopefully next year, boys can have a better record, and we'll have the attendance that we usually do for Ike games, standing room only. But that's next year. I was supposed to do a game tonight. For the girls, the last home game was supposed to be tonight against Pony Hero Northern, but there's a winter storm happening right now. It's been snowing all day long, and I was like, is the gig on? Is it off? I was ready to do it no matter what, but they called it off. And then we scheduled the game for Friday, but I can't do it because I got another gig on Friday, which is a VIP dance at Crispin Elementary, Utica. First time ever DJing there. Cannot wait for that on Friday. Now on with your number one, since I made an Atakline in a couple days. Your number one movie for this past weekend, still number one for the second week in a row with not much competition. Deadpool with 56 million total. They had a big week last week. Of course, the biggest opening in February. We were over 100 million, so not that bad of a drop off. Well, the movies that did come out this week, like Risen, debuted at number three with 11 million, and Race, the movie with the Jesse Owens story, bombed with 7 mil. That looks like an interesting movie. Movie so hashtag box office so white. No, I'm kidding, because Race bombed, which it could have been a bigger hit. Maybe it came out at a later time instead of winter, especially during the winter storm period. So there you go. I think this week, I forgot what movies come out this week. Eddie the Eagle comes out, and Gods of Egypt and Triple Nine. I think Deadpool may retain, but we shall see. Billboard number ones. Well, we have new number ones across the board. Adele is back at number one, kicking off Future in his surprise album with 25, capitalizing on the Grammys despite her audio issues that played to the Grammys, although it didn't play good at the Brits, which I'll get to the Brits and my thoughts on that in a moment. That just ended just before this Atakline was made. So out 25 rings, we turned to number one. Kanye is nowhere to be found. His surprise album, The Life of Pablo, came out, but there was a little bit of it was only a Tidal exclusive, and then it was available for download as well for a little bit. Then Kanye took it off because it was a Tidal exclusive, so his album didn't count because of the complicated distribution of the album. And speaking of distribution, that also denied Rihanna a spot in top 200 last week for her album Anti. But Work is number one single, the new number one single, kicking off Justin Bieber's Love Yourself. I said when it came, I hated it, but now I'm starting to like it a little bit because at least it's like sexy dancey. I've been making fun of Rihanna saying, "Oh, I'm gangsta, oh, I'm not gonna make you dance anymore. I'm gonna go thug like Beyonce." But I'm starting to like it a little bit. I haven't played it yet, but it's a sexy grinding song. It's like a trucking song. Rihanna's now in the top 3 most number ones, 14 number ones now in the Hot 100. She's 4 away from Time and Mariah Carey for most number ones, and 6 away from tying the Beatles for the most number ones. And the top 100, they have 20 number ones. Well, Cake by the Ocean by DNCE, hits the top 10. So congrats to Rihanna and Adele. Big number ones for them. And they both performed at the Brit Awards tonight, which just aired on live stream. There was a live stream on YouTube. I watched it last year. And I said that I love the Brit Awards more than the Grammys. Because the Grammys were a little bit downbeat last year. This year was not as downbeat. And I like the Grammys a little bit more. And I think the Brits, again this year, were fun. There was a lot more bouncy performances than at the Grammys. And a lot big performances and powerful performances. Before we get to the performances and my thoughts on them, and we had no falls like Madonna last year, let's get to the awards themselves. Before we get to the big winner, some of the awards that were presented, we have the international awards first. International group. There was a couple head scratchers when it comes to the international winners. The only one that got white was international mayor Justin Bieber, the comeback kid. International group, Tame Impala. Who? I'm sorry. Because they had no competition, they won. And since Taylor Swift was nominated for Best International Female, International Female went to Bjork over Meghan Trainor and Ariana Grande. Really? Bjork? 1993 called. They want their Bjork back. They want their human behavior back. So there you go. So the international awards were a couple of head scratches. Especially Tim Impala beating Alabama Shakes, which was interesting. And U2. International, like I said, international male, I told you who won that. Let's get to the British awards. British video, no matter what, I've said this a couple times, if it's fan voted, One Direction always fucking wins. Even over Adele. Yes, One Direction prevented Adele from a perfect sweep tonight. That's the only one Adele lost tonight. Was British video losing to One Direction's Drag Me Down, which Lehman Louie accepted. On the band's behalf, because they're on hiatus, of course. And they're enjoying their break, as they said in their speech. But they've won the British Video Award 3 years in a row. But now I think they're on hiatus. It'll give somebody else a chance now to win the award now that they're done. Unless history, the latest video counts. Or perfect counts. For next year, we shall see. Other British winners. British breakthrough into Catfish and Bottlemen. And some people I don't know because I don't listen to British. The only British music I listen to is the ones that do crossover to America. The British group went to Coldplay over One Direction. That's cool. British male went to James Bay. And the biggest winner of the night, winning 4 awards. She could have swept with 5, like I said. Adele winning Best British Single with Hello. Best British Album, 425. Best British Female, and deservingly so, global success. The award going to the British artist who had not just success in UK, but also huge success all over the world. And what a couple months has been for Adele. Even with her album coming out within a month before the year ended, she still had the whole world talking since October of last year when Hello came out. You know, the album sold 18 million worldwide. It's been number 1 in 101 countries. In America, again, it's number 1, like I mentioned. And of course, her world tour, which starts in a few weeks in Europe, selling out all across. Big ticket sales for that. Even I got a ticket. I got lucky. So Adele accepted all the awards, including Corporate Success, which was presented by a British astronaut presenting from space. She's like, because she was winning a lot, she's like, you're probably fucking bored of me. And she didn't get cut off, because famously, a couple of years ago at the Brits, when she did win Best of British Album of the Year for 2021, she got cut off because Blue were going to go on. They were already half past curfew, and she kind of flipped off the camera. But this time, she didn't get cut off. She even said that during one of the awards. She's like, I didn't get cut off. So congrats to Adele, the big winner, who had one of the best performances of the night. So my performances. Adele had a great performance in the end. Yes, I said it. She had no sound issues, like at the Grammys. And because, of course, Grammys had a little sound issue with the mic being lowered on the piano key that sounded like a banging guitar. But she had better sound issues during a performance of When We Were Young tonight. She sounded great as usual, and it wasn't plagued with sound issues. And at least the Brits ended on a good ending, different than the ending last year when Madonna fell during her performance last year. Yeah, I love Madonna, but damn, that was a nasty fall. Other great performances, you had Bieber doing a medley of Love Yourself and Soy. A lot of flames. A lot of flames in that performance. Also, Little Mix. They didn't hit here in America with Black Magic. They didn't cross over as much as like One Direction did, like the pop groups. But they did well here. They had like one hit here. Forget the song they had before Black Magic. What was the other song they had? A couple years ago, they had a song. Oh, Wings! Wings. I remember that song. That was a hit here in America a little bit. A couple of years ago, but then I got Black Magic. Interesting performance with the theme, with the score, and a very choreographed dance routine. Coldplay opened the show, kind of trying to redeem themselves from Super Bowl. Kind of worked. Also, James Bay did Hold Back the River. Better than his Grammy performance with Tori Kelly, because he got to do it by himself. And he also made a cameo doing Justin Bieber's performance. Also, Rihanna performed a medley of Complicated, or another song from the album, Auntie, and also the number 1 song right now, Work, with Drake showing up. Very big laser light show. And she was trucking a lot with Drake. Working and trucking. Not as much as Miley Cyrus, but still, tricky performance from Rihanna. Like I said, a lot of lasers in that performance. Also, we had probably my most powerful performances went to Lord. Hold on a second.
Call from
Where's Mom?
Drauker, Varga.
And back. So they had a David Bowie tribute like every award show. And when you're comparing Lord to David Bowie's tribute at the Grammys, like comparing tributes, who had the better tribute, I think probably a lot of people would say the Brits did. Because the Brits were more simple. They had Lord come out to do one song, which was Life from Mars, which was great, by the way. She did great on that, man. Wow. And I love Gaga's tribute. It's kind of weird I'm talking about because Gaga's tribute to Grammys was awesome. But some felt it was Vegas-y because after I saw that from Gaga, I was like, there's going to be people that's going to like it and people that's going to be hating it. There will be some indifference to it. And guess what? I was right. And there might be little indifference to Lord's tribute because it was more simple because they had David Bowie's touring band, the band that worked with David throughout the years. They performed like an instrumental medley of some of his biggest hits before Lord came out just to do one song, which was Life on Mars, which was dimly lit with the lighting, and it was very powerful. And she did an awesome job on it. So British award shows get some stuff right that the Grammys don't. And in this case, the Bowie tribute, the Brits did it a little better than the Grammys did. Even though I'm wearing a Gaga shirt. Because they kept it simple. And it was great. So there you go with that. Speaking of the Grammys, of course, a lot of people didn't like the Grammys this year, especially with the Rap Award not getting handed, with Kendrick losing to Taylor Swift last week, which a lot of people thought was blasphemy, which was kind of right. I like Taylor, but I think Kendrick Lamar should have won. Kanye West was not happy. Of course, Kanye's ego, who made fun of Taylor Swift recently, he could tweet. His Twitter account's been blowing up lately. He even said Bill Cosby's innocent, which he's not. He's guilty. That's another story for another day. He critiqued the Grammy for being out of touch, and he wanted Neil Portnow, the head of the Grammys, to meet. And Portnow said that he responded to West's criticism by saying that Kanye West is a creative pioneer who has been recognized and honored by the Academy time and time again, even though you never give him an album of the year before. And he's been mad about it once or twice. We value his input as a member of the creative community, and our doors are always open to him. I will always welcome Kanye personally. He was boycotting it. He didn't show up this year. To engage in a direct and productive dialogue about the future of music. At least they're more diverse than the Grammys. I mean, the Grammys are more diverse than the Oscars. Although, like I said, they didn't give Kendrick the album of the year, which was a big snub. I love Taylor, but I think Kendrick should have won. Could have been the first rapper since Outkast to win it. So there you go. We'll see if Neil Portnow and Kanye patch things up and talk about their differences and try to make Grammys more diverse and giving the rap award, the rap albums, the main awards, and give rappers nominations in the main categories besides album of the year. Speaking of awards, I shall end with this. Adele, during one of her speeches, she said, I fully support Kesha. Of course, if you haven't heard, Kesha's been going through a legal dispute with a longtime producer, Dr. Luke. There's been a couple lawsuits going back and forth about Kesha accusing Dr. Luke of abusing her, which he has denied. There's even some sources saying that Kesha's lying about this whole thing. Saying that she knew Dr. Luke didn't do anything. But she wants out of her contract. She wanted an injunction to be able to work with other people because she's contractually bounded to be stuck working with no other producer other than Dr. Luke. But that injunction was denied on Friday. She's gotten a lot of support from the music community, including Adele and Taylor Swift, who gave Kesha $250,000. Kesha spoke out for the first time since that court order today, thanking her fans a million times over. Saying that I think young girls today, I don't want my future daughter or your daughter or any person to be afraid that they will be punished if they speak out about being abused, especially if their abuser is in a position of power. Unfortunately, I don't think my case is giving people who have been abused confidence that they can speak out, and that's a problem. But I just want to say that you've been abused, please don't be afraid to speak out. All I ever want to do is to make music without being afraid, scared of abuse. This case has never been about renegotiation of my record contract. It was never about getting a bigger or better deal. This is about being free from my abuser. Like I said, she's contractually bound to work with nobody else other than Dr. Luke. I would be willing to work with Sony if they do the right thing and break all ties that bind me to my abuser. This issue is bigger than me. Yes, I am very much a feminist, but other more than that, I am a humanist. I believe in supporting my fellow human beings and being safe. We're all in this together. You're not alone. Saying Kesha releasing a statement, her first public statement since, of course, the court order this past Friday denying her injunction against Dr. Luke to try to make her free. And I hope for the best for Kesha. I like it. I've always liked her since TikTok came out. Even though it was a Dr. Luke produced record, I liked her stuff. I saw her in concert a couple years ago at Caesars Windsor, and I thought she was terrific. And I hope she gets out of this and tries to make music again, because I would love to play it at my gigs. Because we need dancing music right now since Rihanna and all these people like Beyonce going thug, not pop dancing. But so I hope for the best for Kesha, man. Best wishes to you, man. Godspeed to you, man. Best of luck to you. And continue on the fight to try to get free from Dr. Luke. False claims or not. I do hope for new Kesha soon. So best of luck to you. And with that, that is it for my attack line. With that, mind you, been attacked by the news from Zach. See you later. Yeah.